What about Manchester City on the back of a tough week for them of games, of course, but a big squad. They've got some quality players up front, always score goals, the likes of Aguero, Sane, Raheem Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne. They face Hull City themselves in a cracking vein of form, unbeaten now, thinking 5, the Tigers. But I think this is going to be a bridge too far for Marco Silva and his men. These are the kinds of games that you would expect City to turn up to score multiples of goals. And I think it may well be again Sergio Aguero with a brace, and maybe somebody like a Yaya Toure coming off the bench. Not so much a starter these days, but more than capable. He may well be starting if they're going to be able to use the squad on the back of a big week. So I'm going to go for Sergio Aguero to get a brace and Yaya Toure to score for Manchester City. And at the other end of the pitch, Tom Huddleston is in very good form. Perhaps due a free kick. What about Jake Livermore? New England cap or another England cap. Of course, he got capped several years ago. I'm going to go for Manchester City 3, Hull City 1 in that game on Saturday. What about Middlesbrough? It's quite simple. Defensively relatively sound, but cannot score goals. We've not seen enough from Adama Traore, formerly of Aston Villa. Rudy Gestede, formerly of Aston Villa. Of course, both got relegated with Villa because of Villa's paucity of goals last season, and they've taken that with them to Middlesbrough alongside the likes of Alvaro Negredo that I did think would get between 12 to 15 goals this season. They face Burnley, that although the vast bulk of their goals have come this season, and the vast bulk of their wins have come at Turf Moor, just starting to pick up 1 or 2 points, and I think that Sean Dyche and his men will look really forward to going up to the Riverside, keeping things nice and tight, and they pretty much know that against the Middlesbrough side that are shot shy, that if they score, they win, and I believe they will win. I'm going to go for Middlesbrough 0, another blank for the Borough. Burnley 1, that man Sam Vokes potentially scoring the goal. Yes, nailing the goal for the Clarets. Stoke City face Liverpool, a game in recent history that's provided a hell of a lot of goals. Henderson, Coutinho only back the last 2 or 3 weeks. Lallana out injured. What's the status of Sadio Mane? Divock Origi, a rookie. Will Daniel Sturridge play games this season? So many imponderables for Liverpool. They really are going to be digging deep into their squad as they face the Potters at, of course, the Bet365 Stadium. Stoke City themselves, very, very difficult to predict this season. At home, they get decent results, but don't score a lot of goals. I think in the last 6, 7 or 8 games, they haven't scored more than a goal a game. Don't get beaten so often by 2s and 3s and 4s. So I'm going to give this one to Liverpool. Liverpool are chasing that top 4, and with other teams dropping points around them, I think the momentum and the impetus for Liverpool to do well is obvious. I'm going to go for Stoke City 1, Liverpool 2, with Divock Origi and set piece, somebody like a Matip from a corner, and for Stoke City, what about Diouf to score, or a John Walters for the Potters? The Boing Boing Baggies face Southampton at the Hawthorns. Been a little bit off of late. I expected them to go down to Vicarage Road, for example, and get a victory. Which West Bromwich Albion is going to turn up? The one that beat Arsenal at home, or the one that lost at Crystal Palace against Crystal Palace at home? We don't know. They are very, very schizophrenic when it comes to their very recent form. However, they face a team in Southampton that themselves have been very hit and miss, particularly on the road. I'm going to go for West Bromwich Albion 2, Southampton 1. I'm going to go for that man Gabbiadini opening the scoring for the Saints. And for West Bromwich Albion, maybe Chris Brunt and Solomon Rondon for the Baggies. Let's turn our attention to the capital and the London Stadium, where West Ham United face Swansea City. Andy Carroll back now after injury, playing games. Got his name on the score sheet a week or so ago. They face Swansea. They've just plateaued a little bit. Having seen Paul Clement come in with Claude Makelele on his backroom staff, started to get results very, very quickly. But a bore draw, it's fair to say, against Middlesbrough, just maybe starting to get a little bit nervous and edgy again as they're, 4th from bottom, dragged into that group of teams It doesn't matter how well you play, it's about getting the results at this stage of the season. I'm going to give this one to West Ham United. I'm going to give this one to Andy Carroll, and I'm going to give the 3 points to the Happy Hammers. West Ham United 1, Swansea City 0, and more nail-biting for the Travelling Jacks and for Swansea City fans in the coming weeks.